So yung topic ko is like Calvert's disease. So patient profile is Montero, age 22, gender is male. So yung past medical history niya, so diagnosed siya at the age of 7. Presented with right-sided hip pain in the limb. Radiographs confirm a vascular necrosis of the right femoral head. Treated conservatively with physical therapy and limited weight bearing. Patient wore a brace, a torotortosis for 18 months. Thus wala siyang surgical intervention required. Symptoms resolved by the age of 11 with near complete remodeling of femoral head on follow-up imaging. So, meron siyang occasional mild hip stiffness noted during physical activity, and then no significant limitations reported in adolescence or adulthood. So sa family history niya, so at the age of 7, underwent siya sa non-surgical management with bracing and physical therapy. So there is no known history of NCPD in the patient's parents or siblings. And then, however, sa grandmother niya, sa mother's side daw niya, reportedly had a childhood hip problem that may have been undiagnosed in CPD. So yung other family members, wala naman daw. Kundi...
Sorry.
Sige, kakat ko na lang.
Wait lang. Nag-0.5 eh. Okay, go.
Kakat ko na lang siya.
Sige, go.
So yung definition, okay na ba? So yung definition of case, so it is a rare condition that affects the hips of children aged 2 to 12 years old. It starts with when the head of the femur bone, meaning yung ball in the socket of the hip joint, so temporarily loses its blood supply. When the blood stops flowing to the bone, the tissue starts to die. After a while, the blood flow returns, and the bone slowly repairs itself, but it may not have its original shape and size. And as for the patho, as you can see, it is presented in the PowerPoint. And then for the diagnostic test, X-rays and MRI. As for the NCP, so problem number 1, I use the risk for impaired physical immobility. As for the problem number 2 is risk for disturbed body image. Problem number 3 is risk for injury. Number 4 is risk for chronic pain. Number 5 is risk for delayed growth and development. And for the medical management, so goals of treatment include pain and symptom management, restoration of hip range of motion, and containment of the femoral head in the steel balloon. And then activity restriction and productive weight bearing are recommended until ossification is complete. And then patient can still take part in physical therapy. As for the surgical management naman, so femoral or pelvic osteotomy, so early surgery before femoral head deformity develops, and indications is for children older than 8 years old. So that's all for my report. Tapos na sila ng NCP. Yung problem lang.
Okay na yun, okay na yun.
Ka lang?
Ha?
3 minutes?
Okay lang yun.
Okay na yun.
So problem number 1 is risk for impaired physical immobility. So for the nursing diagnosis, is risk for impaired immobility related to decreased muscle strength or control. So yung subjective data niya, so sabi ng patient is ang hirap maglakad kahit simula pa lang po ng umaga. Tapos ang objective data niya is limited range of motion, shortened limb on affected side, decreased ability or refusal to bear weight. Ang NOC niya is mobility, so expected outcomes niya is demonstrate techniques or behaviors that enable resumption of activities, and then maintain skin integrity and bladder and bowel function. Ang NIC naman is exercise therapy or muscle control. Independent interventions niya is provide or assist with ROM exercises, and then maintain functional body alignment, hips, feet, and hands, and then monitor for proper placement of devices and signs of pressure from devices. Dependent interventions naman is apply and monitor use of sequential compression devices. As for the rationale with reference, so independent niya is helps in maintaining movement and functional alignment of joints and extremities. And then use of high top tennis shoes, space boots, and bar shaped skin devices can help prevent foot drop. And then independent intervention is useful in determining individual needs, therapeutic activities, and assistive devices. And then yung problem number 2 naman is risk for disturbed body image. Ang nursing diagnosis niya is risk for disturbed body image evidenced by reports, negative feelings about body, and fear of reaction by others. So subjective data niya is parang ang pangit na po kasi tingnan lalo na pag napasok po ako sa school. Objective data is word and facial expression. And then ano niya is body image. Expected outcomes is verbalized acceptance of self in situation, incorporating change into self-concept without negating self-esteem, and then verbalize feelings about stoma and illness, begin to deal constructively with situation. And then unique niya is body image enhancement, and then independent niya is be sensitive to the client's fears and concerns, noting religious, cultural relationships and spiritual beliefs that may impacting the situation. And then rationale niya is recovery from the surgery, which requires some mental toughness as well as ongoing support form. And then problem number 3 is risk for injury. So ang subjective data niya is ang hirap po maglakad kasi parang anytime po mapipilayan na ako. And objective data niya is abnormal gait or limping. Is for the knock, risk control. Expected outcomes is modify environment and correct hazards to enhance safety for in-home therapy. And then be free of complications associated with nutritional support. And then NIC is independent niya is provider assist with ROM exercises, and then again maintain functional body alignment, hips and feet and hands. And independent is review chest x-ray as indicated. Thus independent interventions is with rationale is guide the child in gentle, supervise ROM exercises to prevent joint stiffness, and then collaborate with physical therapy to maintain hip abduction and rotation. Dependent niya is assist with fitting and monitoring orthotic devices like braces. So problem number 4 naman is risk for chronic pain. Subjective data niya is ang hirap lakad kahit simula pa ng puno. Ulit siya. So yun naman lagi niya sasabi. And objective data is limited range of motion in the hip joint, and then facial grimacing or frowning during movement. Tapos ang nursing diagnosis niya is chronic pain related to impaired blood flow to the femoral head and joint inflammation as evidenced by guarding behavior, limited movement, irritability, and verbalization of persistent hip pain. And then ang knock niya is pain level. Expected outcomes is reports reduced pain, uses pain relief techniques, stable vital signs during activity. Ang NIC naman niya is independent interventions, assess pain regularly, apply heat and cold, use distraction, teach non-pharmacologic pain relief. Dependent interventions naman is apply and monitor use of sequential compression devices. Independent interventions with rationale, so educate on proper positioning to reduce hip pressure. Tapos dependent niya is assist with traction or brace application per order. And then lastly, yung problem number 5 is risk for delayed growth and development. The subjective data niya is natakot po kasi hindi na po siya babalik sa normal. Objective data is X-ray findings showing femoral head flattening or fragmentation, and then pain with hip movement or weight bearing. Nursing diagnosis niya is related to physical activity and prolonged use of orthopedic devices during developmental years. Knock niya is growth and developmental status. Expected outcomes is age-appropriate gross and fine motor skills. Ang NIC naman niya is developmental enhancement. So, independent interventions is help maintain development while minimizing stress or affected joints. And then dependent interventions coordinate with physical therapy for ROM exercises and strengthening and implement prescribed traction or orthotic devices. For rationale with reference, independent intervention helps maintain development while minimizing stress and unaffected joint. And independent interventions is help maintain joint flexibility and prevent fractures.